Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me, and I will introduce the company as well, and the brands we are offering to the market. Well, today's topic is establishing a digital mindset, the role of the Digital Academy. And at the beginning of our journey, we didn't know that the mindset is so important for a digital transformation. It's key, and we just had the example of, or the quotation of Drucker: culture eats strategy for breakfast, and that's true for my story as well. The presentation today is structured in 3 parts. First, KION. So what is KION? Because it's not a well-known brand, because we don't offer our brands under the umbrella of KION. Then the digital campus. So that's my department. And within the campus, we have the academy where the mindset is located. So let's get started. KION. So we are a forklift company. So we produce forklifts, we develop them, we service them. So that's the core. So it's traditional German Maschinenbau. But it's as well automated warehouses. So what we do currently is that we shift goods from A to B for our customers. So it's intralogistics. So all the goods that are shifted from A to B in a warehouse is done by KION, and we have fully automated solutions, so supply chain solutions. And partly KION is as well a winner of the COVID crisis, because some of the biggest customers are e-commerce companies. So we do the warehouses for e-commerce companies. So parts of KION are winners, other parts not, because few people buy forklifts currently. So it's a mixed story when you look at that. So coming to the digital campus, it's 600 square meters here close to the airport in Frankfurt. It looks like an innovation lab has to look like. So it's open space, everything is movable, the furniture is movable. My team is young and dynamic. And our job is to bring KION closer to the 21st century. Let's put it that way. We started in 2017, so we are 3 years down the road. And the basic concept of the campus is that we work as an in-house digital agency. So my team consists of UX designers, software developers, data scientists, and agile coaches. So that's the methodology, I would put it. And then we co-create closely with the business. So from the business, we pick the product owner, we pick the experts, and they bring as well the ideas actually. And we combine them together for a couple of months to produce software prototypes and MVPs. So that's the basic ideas. And we bring the customers and the users in. And these 3 parts together come up after a couple of weeks, a month, with a solution. So, well, that's my team. As I said, data scientists, developers, data engineers. We pick them from agencies, consultancies, other business players. It's tough as well to get a good talent to such a place. So it's a tough story. At the beginning, it was really, really tough. Now, when you have the first data scientist and so on, then it gets easier. But to get the first one, that's a quite challenge. That's our way of producing MVPs. So it's a mix of lean startup, design thinking, agile frameworks, Scrum, and we adapted it to our way. And we don't apply the book as it is, but we adapt it actually to the needs of KION, and that's quite important. And we will learn with every single project. And as I said, we started in 2017. Now we are project 30 around, so 30 projects. And in the course of doing so, you have to imagine every project means 3 to 5 people from the business join the campus for a couple of time, and they leave the campus with something in their hands. So the team leaves with a software prototype or an MVP at the end of the day. But we discovered that they they left with something in their heads as well. They learned something. They learned agile methods, but as well, they learned something about a new mindset of doing things differently than they've done it in the past. But well, 30 projects, 3 to 5 people in a company of 30,000 employees, that doesn't sound really scalable. So we had this issue of how to scale the cultural part, the mindset part into the organization. And that's why we established the academy. At the beginning was the idea we need to create a place where this mindset, the cultural, has a home. And we said, well, the people learn new ways of working and they learn digital skills as well. But what is the mindset actually? What lies behind? Of course, you can open a book and there are buzzwords in, and the buzzwords are true. That's not a critique on the buzzwords, because I really believe that they are true, but you have to make them practical for your own company. And so we applied our own methods, so design sprints, lean startup approaches, to find out actually what is our definition of a feedback culture, of iteration, of data-driven, and let's shape it for KION. And we did this with top management, we did this with HR, we did this with communication. So all the important players we brought together and did sprints with them. And at the end, we came up with 10 aspects of a digital mindset. So for KION, we defined that for us, it's really important that we are data-driven, that we accept failure tolerance. And you have to imagine in a German engineering company, failure tolerance is something. So because there are 0 failures in our production sites, and that's good that they have a 0 failure criteria at the production site, but it does not make sense for us in the sphere of digitalization. So we established the mindset and we communicated them, and then we had a lucky coincidence because at the beginning of 2019 there was a huge management summit in Vienna. So the top 500 of KION came together at this management summit. It looked like a little bit like here, but more crowded, pre-COVID. And we had the possibility to advertise the mindset and as well the academy as a crucial part of the KION Digital Campus. And we had as well a story for the top management, because we believed, and we had the chance to convince the top management, that only if you get the fundament right, so the culture, the mindset, how people really approach the digital transformation, leads at the end to the creation of value. Because in our digital strategy, there's as well a revenue target for our digital products. And we believe that only with the right mindset of the top management, of the middle management, and as well like the people who work in the field of digital products, we can reach our revenue target. Because at the end, you need to produce the solutions, you need to service them. So every single service technician within KION has to understand what is currently changing and apply it at the customer side in direct interaction with our customers. So we made this link between the culture and the actual revenue that we did. That was really important. And then, as I said, the mindset needed a home. That's the Digital Academy. And our ambition is to enable the digital transformation by empowering KION with digital capabilities and the mindset. So that's the slogan of the Academy. And that's the Academy team. So we have 6 people so that you can also get a feeling of how big the Academy is. So it's not huge. We work with external partners as well. So we don't do every single Scrum training by our own, but they administer it carefully and pick it. So that's the picture I want to show you. So the Academy has 4 cornerstones. And it works as a network host and a capability builder. In 2019, we started with two cornerstones, the awareness events and the on-site experience. And we postponed the community zone and the virtual learning. That was the story of 2020, and I will come to that in a minute. The first awareness event was the Top Management Summit in Vienna, as I mentioned. So the top 500 came together, and we had the opportunity to really work on the aspects of the digital mindset together with the people. And then we started on-site experiences. That means every single month at the campus here in Frankfurt, we brought in around 20 of the top management and showed them in a one-day training course how we work. So we condensed a campus project in one day. So that was a pizza case, so they had to transform a pizza business. That was very playful, but at the end they could adapt as well the methods to a case that is understandable, and at the end transform it actually into their business. And we did this 15 times with 20 top executives, and we did as well a short video, and I'd like to show you how this on-site experience looked like at the campus. And I'm not in the video, but my team is in the video, and I will show this. Skip this to you, that you get a feeling of how these experience days looked like. Can I go play?
Welcome to the Experience Day here at the KION Digital Campus. A digital transformation requires a culture that supports change. A digital mindset enables every one of us to deal with the rapidly changing customer expectations and a highly volatile business environment. We start by looking at the business challenge. We have a look at all people involved throughout the process and define a persona and a customer journey to deeply understand their pains and needs throughout the process. We now identify the challenge with the biggest impact and define a problem statement. In this step, we develop as many ideas as possible, feasible or not. This enables us to be creative, not to overthink first ideas or even evaluate them. In the end, we want to deliver one solution. We visualize it to make the key values easy to understand. And today, we'll also use it for the pitch.
Team effort.
Inspiring, motivating, interesting.
Great team spirit.
Refreshing.
Fun.
Collaboration.
Exciting. Fun.
So the people you saw in this video, top management of KION, so the head of controlling, the guy who develops all the trucks in his field. So that was really important for them, and they understood better what we are doing actually and what their teams are doing, because at the end they don't become the scrum masters at KION, but somebody in their area of responsibility does it, and they need to understand that. Otherwise, if you don't change the top, you don't change the company. That was a huge learning for us. That was 2019. So we focused really on on-site events, on awareness events, bring people together. And then for 2020, we needed as well for the academy to bring more direct business impact. And we had a KPI system applied and so on. And so the story changed. And that was like prepared for 2020, and then COVID kicked in as well. So, well, something like the Experience Day today, not possible at all. So we stopped it actually. Actually, we wanted to bring the middle management in and other people from the company. And we said, no, it's not possible. Let's focus on the two other cornerstones. And these are the virtual learning and the community zones. And what we did for the virtual learning, we started with with webinars. We started as well with chatbots. So Dave is the Digital Campus Academy chatbot. You can ask him questions, replies directly. And it's broader, but people from, I don't know, the MADIC organization in Mexico asked my team now to give a webinar on Scrum or Kanban and so on, and my team delivers it from Frankfurt. So that works out quite well. And the aspect of data science came in more because finding data science is huge challenge. Well, I hired some in my team, but we need them as well in the whole organization everywhere. And so the idea is now actually to train skilled people within the organization, and the campus is now, and the academy is now responsible for training engineers to become data scientists. So that's the next step, and we do this virtually in webinar programs actually. So that's the virtual learning side. And what is also a really powerful tool is to build up communities, because there is knowledge in an organization like KION, but it's scattered around the globe. It's scattered around different parts of the organization. And what we did here, and we linked it as well to the mindset, because well, if we establish a community, then we need to highlight as well the different aspects of the mindset within the communities. And we have expert communities and general communities. So expert communities focus more on like artificial intelligence, requirement engineers, and these people really know their stuff. They are experts in it, but 2 are in Australia, 1 is in Great Britain, and others in South Africa, and 5 are in Canada. You need to bring them together, and if you do nothing, if you don't push them to come together, discuss topics, nothing will happen, because you need to bring energy in the communities in order to get life into the community. And as well, general communities. We have our alumni network, we have the enthusiasts, so people who are interested in it, but not actually like are specialists. So we do the separation of it. So overall, we established 11 communities on the expert side and as well on the general side. Currently, we have 612 members, and the KPI for 2020 is more than 1,000 people. And these people are really engaged in the communities. And the staff of the academy I just showed you is now as well like the moderator, the facilitator of the communities, because you have to set up meetings, you have to discuss agendas, you have to do a protocol and a documentary and all that stuff. You have to record things if there are presentations and speeches and so on. And that is done by the academy, but the actual knowledge stems from the communities, because my people are not experts in 5G or software quality. So we have, let's put it like the facilitators, and then you have the experts and you bring them together. At the beginning, we didn't believe that this is so powerful, but it is actually. And if you speak to the CFO, for example, of the company, she understands quite quickly that this is important, and because she was critical of the academy at the beginning, because it's playful and how does it bring for the revenue and so on. But she understands the impact of communities. Yeah, and here the marketing material for the different communities. We have designers as well at the campus, and you can see this. It's done quite nicely for the software quality community, for the data visualization community. So all the material that is provided by the campus has a high standard, and that's also important if you really want to promote such a vehicle. Yeah, the 4 building blocks all are important. Currently, it's quite tough to do on-site experience, as we all know, but the virtual learnings and the community zones in a COVID world are really powerful, and that makes this vehicle still a valuable one for KION. Well, at the end, just like to highlight that I, as the colleague from Zalando just said, culture is a crucial part of digital transformation, and it is as important as technology. My team can do both. Today, the focus was on the cultural part, the academy, and how KION shapes the digital transformation. Thank you very much.